Eliot Engel was born on February 18, 1947, in the Bronx, New York, to a family of Jewish immigrants from Ukraine who had come to America in the early 20th century. His grandparents had fled the pogroms of the Russian Empire. Engel studied history at Hunter College, completed his master's degree at Lehman College, and later earned his Juris Doctor from New York Law School. Before entering politics, he worked as a teacher, a profession that shaped his thinking and public engagement. In 1977, Engel began his political career in the New York State Assembly. A decade later, in 1988, he was elected to the United States Congress, a victory that drew national attention. He had one goal: the House Foreign Affairs Committee. For him, this was not just politics, it was a mission shaped by his Jewish roots and history. He believed that great tragedies occur when the world remains silent. In the fall of 1989, when Kosovo was barely being discussed in Washington, Albanian-American community leader and businessman Harry Bayraktari knocked for the first time on the door of newly elected Congressman Eliot Engel in the Bronx, a meeting that marked the beginning of a friendship that would bring the Albanian cause into the agenda of U.S. foreign policy.
Felt very strongly about it, and the more I got involved with it, the more I felt part of the cause. But it was Harry Bayraktari who really is the one who opened my eyes to everything that was going on, the good and the bad and the ugly.
At that time in Kosovo, 2 million Albanians were living under the oppression of Slobodan Milosevic's Serbian regime. In 1989, the Serbian dictator had revoked Kosovo's autonomy. Albanian language schools were shut down, and nearly all Albanians, including professors, miners, journalists, doctors, judges, police officers, government officials, and others, were dismissed from their jobs. As the situation in Kosovo worsened, Congressman Engel's engagement intensified.
We have seen for many, many years Serb oppression.
To support these efforts, in 1991, Harry Bayraktari founded the Albanian-American newspaper Illyria, printed in English and Albanian, a key platform in the United States that brought the truth about Kosovo before senators, members of Congress, the State Department, the White House, foreign embassies, and numerous organizations in Washington and New York. In the spring of 1993, Congressman Engel traveled to Kosovo for the first time, together with 3 of his colleagues, Congresswoman Susan Molinari, Congressman Peter King, and Congressman Bill Paxson, and his key advisor, Engel's Chief of Staff, John Calvelli. They landed in Tirana first, where they had the opportunity to see the progress of Albania's emerging democracy. This moment marks one of the first democratic changes in Albania. After arriving in Pristina, the U.S. delegation saw firsthand the repression against Albanians in Kosovo. The delegation returned to Washington with recommendations for the U.S. government, based on their observations during the visit. From this visit emerged the need to create the Congressional Albanian Issues Caucus. Congressman Engel first introduced the idea in an interview with the newspaper Illyria. In 1994, the caucus was formally established, with Susan Molinari serving as the Republican co-chair. It grew to 50 members of Congress and became the permanent institutional voice for Albanian issues in Washington. On October 5, 1994, Eliot Engel and Ben Gilman held the first congressional hearing fully dedicated to the issue of Kosovo. At this historic event, Engel introduced the Kosovo Peace and Democracy Act. On March 27, 1996, thousands of Albanian Americans marched in Washington. For the first time, a delegation was received at the White House. John Calvelli, Congressman Engel's closest advisor, organized this meeting. On June 11, 1996, Congressmen Engel, Molinari, Kelly, King, and others sent a decisive letter to President Clinton requesting the appointment of a special envoy for Kosovo and the opening of a U.S. Information Agency office in Pristina. The administration accepted. On July 20, 1996, before a crowd in Pristina, Congressman Engel raised the American flag at the USIA office, the first official U.S. diplomatic presence in Kosovo. It was a moment the people of Kosovo will never forget. As the crisis in Kosovo deepened, in March 1998, Congressman Engel, together with Congressman Jim Moran and Congresswoman Sue Kelly, traveled to the border of Kosovo to monitor elections organized by Albanian leaders, but Milosevic's forces did not allow them to enter. At the Macedonian border, Engel made a statement that would prove prophetic. Today, Milosevic is preventing us from entering Kosovo. I assure you that soon the day will come when Kosovo will be free, and we will be the ones who will never again allow Milosevic into Kosovo, he said in March 1998.
My fellow Americans,
1 year later, on March 24, 1999, NATO launched its bombing campaign against Serbia. Congressman Engel had repeatedly personally urged President Bill Clinton not to stand idle. NATO's air campaign came as a result of the failed Rambouillet talks, in which the Albanian leaders had signed the peace agreement, while Serbia's Milosevic refused, paving the way for Western intervention. Congressman Eliot Engel, Congresswoman Sue Kelly, and Albanian American community leaders were present in Rambouillet. After 78 days of bombing, Kosovo was liberated. More than 1 million Albanians who had been forced from their homes returned to their land. As Engel had warned, Milosevic never set foot in Kosovo. In 2005, in liberated Kosovo, President Ibrahim Rugova honored the great friend of the Albanian people, Congressman Eliot Engel, with the Presidential Medal of Kosovo, recognizing him as one of the most deserving personalities for its freedom. After the liberation of Kosovo, the battle continued on another front. Engel maintained constant pressure for Kosovo's final status, while also working toward Albania's NATO membership. Congressman Engel frequently visited North Macedonia, Montenegro, and Preševa Valley, consistently promoting the rights of Albanians in these regions and conveying the message that America would never forget them. Engel believed that the key to stability in the Western Balkans is the NATO membership of Albania, North Macedonia, Montenegro, and Kosovo. In 2007, Engel reactivated the Congressional Albanian Issues Caucus with Republican co-chair Mark Kirk. During a hearing, he openly declared his support for independence. He even drafted a resolution stating that the United States should recognize Kosovo's independence if the UN Security Council failed to act. On February 17, 2008, Kosovo declared independence. The United States recognized it the very next day. But the work for Kosovo did not stop there. Engel immediately began engaging with foreign governments to increase international recognition of Kosovo. He used his influence to help the Millennium Challenge Corporation invest over $200 million in Kosovo's future. In the meantime, Congressman Engel was working with leaders in Albania, ensuring that the country met all the democratic standards required for NATO membership. On April 1, 2009, Albania officially became the 27th member of NATO. Its accession was sealed in 2008, when President George W. Bush signed the agreement during a ceremony at the White House.
It's historic, it's wonderful, this is a dream come true for all of us, for not only for Albanians, but for all freedom-loving people.
Congressman Engel, along with leaders of the Albanian American community, was present and among the first to congratulate Albania on this historic achievement.
I'm Eliot Engel, Congressman from New York. As chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, I spent
In January 2019, Congressman Engel was elected chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Even with the weight of U.S. foreign policy on his shoulders, he never lost focus on the Albanian cause.
Slobodan Milosevic, the butcher of the Balkans.
In April 2019, he chaired a historic hearing on unpunished Serbian war crimes during the war in Kosovo. In July 2019, Engel attended the inauguration ceremony of the new U.S. Embassy building in Pristina, one of the largest American diplomatic complexes in the region. It was a historic moment as Congressman Engel cut the ribbon of the U.S. Embassy in a free and independent Kosovo, years after he had raised the flag of the U.S. Information Agency in 1996 when Kosovo was still under occupation. Albanians in the Balkans and the Albanian diaspora hold Congressman Eliot Engel in the highest regard, viewing him as a great friend who stood by them during their most difficult times.
Në nderin e juaj, me fotografinë e juaj, me emrin e juaj, edhe dëshiroj me falenderu postën, me falenderu gjithë qytetarët e Kosovës për dashninë që shprehin ndaj jush personalisht e ndaj Amerikës në përgjithësi, e kam deri po ashtu me ju dorëzu këtë, edhe më thon Kongresmen, ne jemi me fat që ju kemi mik, faleminderit shumë.
In 2017, Engel became the first living lawmaker to appear on a postage stamp anywhere in the world, a stamp issued by Kosovo, presented as a surprise by Prime Minister Ramush Haradinaj. The Jakova-Tropoja Road, which connects Kosovo with Albania, bears the name Eliot Engel Drive. This honor was decided by both countries as a symbol of gratitude for Congressman Engel's role in bringing Albanians on both sides of the border closer together, helping to open a border that had remained closed for more than 70 years because of communism.
Bashkunim me komunën e Gjakov, I ka vallohet emri rrugës nga Tropoja në Gjakov, emrin e këtij personaliteti spikantë dhe me kimat shqiptarëve.
E kem qujt me plot kënaqësi me gjithë momentin me emrin tuaj, Eliot Engel Drive. Kjo është diçka jashtëzakonishme për ne. Ne kemi me majt me nder gjithmonë.
Awards Congressman Eliot Engel the Gjergj Kastrioti Skanderbeg Medal with the motivation as an expression of the deep gratitude and honor about the determined support provided for Albania, for the Albanians, and especially to the independence of Kosovo.
President of Albania, Bujar Nishani, awarded Congressman Engel the Order of Gjergj Kastrioti Skanderbeg, the highest presidential order in the Republic of Albania.
Excellency, Mr. Bujar Nishani.
My first year of Congress back in 1989, we could only have imagined that one day Kosovo would be a free and independent country, and that Albania would be a proud member of NATO moving forward.
The congressman has been declared an honorary citizen of Leja. And on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of Albania's independence, he was also named an honorary citizen of Bujan in the highlands of Gjakova. One of Hari Bayraktari's post-war investments in Kosovo, Meta Bayraktari Plaza in the center of Peja, is located on Eliot Engel Boulevard. Two names that stand side by side, a testament to the friendship between Hari Bayraktari and Eliot Engel, a connection that changed history.
We will protect it going forward, and it will be in our family for generations to come. Again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you.
On December 18th, 2020, after 32 years and 16 terms in Congress, Eliot Engel took the floor of the House of Representatives for the last time. In his farewell speech, Engel spoke about the cause that defined his career. He recalled Kosovo as one of the greatest achievements of his political life, while thanking Hari Bayraktari as the friend who introduced him to the Albanians.
I've always had a special place in my heart for the Balkans, and in particular, a country called Kosovo. There are many Kosovar Albanians in New York, and that's how I first got to know the community. A good friend of mine, Hari Bayraktari, is the one who introduced me to the community, and we've been doing work with the community and with the country of Kosovo ever since. I strongly supported the Clinton administration's intervention in the Balkans in 1999. We stopped genocide from happening again in Europe by doing that. That was NATO at its best. That was America at its best, stopping genocide. 1 million people were being thrown out of Kosovo, and we stopped it.